you started learning the piano some time ago, it's been a few months already, and you still feel like notes do not feel familiar and you cannot just dive in the language of music and continue effortlessly and with joy explore it. If this is how you feel, this video is for you, and I'm gonna help you with some sight reading tips, so the notes learning process. Alright, part 1, tips for sight reading and memorizing notes. Let's memorize landing notes first. What are the landing notes? Landing notes are those that are sitting on the first, top, and middle line of each step. And we have to, as you remember, treble and bass. Memorize those, and if you understand how the notes move around, it will be much easier for you to get around and read sheet music. Okay, let's get to treble clef, first line, third line, and fifth line. Bass clef, first line, third line, and fifth line. So treble clef, on the first line we have E of the first octave, on the third line we have B of the first octave, and on the fifth line we have F of the second octave. Bass clef, G of the great octave on the first line, D of the small octave is on the third line, and A of the small octave is on the fifth line. Tip number 2, memorize your mnemonics. Have you heard about those? When I'm talking about those, I'm talking about space notes and line notes and those fun sentences that have been created to help you to memorize notes faster and more efficiently. But please remember to memorize your octaves or just review them. Let's start with spaces in treble clef. First, second, third, fourth, counting from the bottom, F, A, C, E. Now let's get to the lines. Again, we're gonna go from the bottom, first line, second, third, fourth, and fifth. And here's the fun sentence for you to memorize. Every good boy does fine. As you can see, each and every first letter of the word corresponds to the note. Make sure to review your octaves so you can actually locate these notes. E is on the first line, G is on the second, B on third, D on fourth, and F on fifth. First 3 notes belong to first octave, D and F are from the second, and in spaces, F and A are from first, C and E are from second. Let's get to bass clef. Spaces, first, second, third, fourth. All cows eat grass. Once again, A, C, E, G. And in this case, the bottom note, A, will be from great octave, lower register, and the 3 top notes are from small octave, from lower register. 5 lines, first, second, third, fourth, fifth. Another fun sentence, great big dogs frighten Amy, G, B, D, F, A. We're basically going through 4 octaves here. And if you memorize these, it will be easier to get around. So G, B, and D, first, second, third line. Fourth and fifth are F and A. These are from great and top are from small. Tip number 3, play easy pieces first. Even if at this point you've been trying to play right and left hand together, take this tiny step back and practice playing right and left hand apart so you can fully focus on memorizing notes. Tip number 4, use fun note spelling apps. And I know a few that I'm using with my students, and I'm going to put them in the description below. Have fun, and I hope it helps. I've been using Note Rush with my younger students and Notes Trainer with my adult students.